Hey everyone, I am still alive, it's Luke here. I've just been quite busy and running around this past week. I was in San Fran just on Tuesday and Wednesday attending the BTS fan meet. So as you may or may not know, there was a lot of disorganization and chaotic things that kind of happened at this event, but I am going to try to focus on the positive and good moments that did take place here. So to start things off, you did have to check in at another location where they handed you the corresponding wristband that you were supposed to get. Fortunately for this event, I was able to afford and get my hands on a VIP pass, which gives you access to the fan signing, the high touch, and the group photo event, as well as early access to the event. A couple of days before the event, TGM announced that they would do assigned seating because the San Francisco police told them we could not line up before the event, which theoretically actually ended up helping me out because my friend and I, Shauna, shout out Lane Mark on YouTube, go check her out because she's great. My friend Shauna and I were assigned first row seating, so we were like, heck yeah, this is great. First row at BTS little concert fan meeting thing. I was hyped and it looked like everything was going great. So I show up to the venue and there is a line, which was not supposed to happen, but it did. People were handing out goodies. I got like a Suga photo card kind of postcard thing from a fan site, as well as a little packet of Jimin photo cards. So anyways, a little bit after 5, the security and staff started letting people in. They didn't do any bag or security checking, which was a little bit disappointing. I mean, not that I wanted to be fondled or anything, but I just wish that they would have been a little more secure with those things. The fan signing is the first thing that's happening and I'm kind of panicking because I wasn't too sure what I was going to do or say, but I decided that I would really only say hello or hi because I knew that I could see them at the high touch and the group photo afterwards, and I might feel a little more confident in saying more then. I'm just gonna keep it simple, head right into this, and yeah, not gonna stand out too much. And so you see the 7 of them sitting down at a table and they have these posters seen in this picture here that they're all signing, passing on to the next one. Very typical kind of orderly fashion. It wasn't like the Korean fan signings where you see people bring things to give to them or bring anything that they want to get signed. We were only allowed to get the poster that was given to us to get signed. And I'll probably move it because you can't see it. And I want you to see it. I'm just kidding. So if you recall, 2 seconds ago I said I was only gonna say hi, right? But V ruined that right off the bat. He was the first one, and if you didn't know, V is my bias. He's kind of my favorite male K-pop idol. So I get to the table, he sees me and he's like, hey, what's up? I don't know if he was just happy to see a guy. I might have been the first guy that he saw at that event. So I think he was like, hey, what's up? You know, trying to be all chummy and whatnot. Caught me off guard, so I was just like, hi. I had no expectations of this. The staff had kind of told us, you know, this is all in English. They aren't that fluent, so I wondered maybe they won't say anything at all. But I walk up and right away, hey, what's up? And he said, how are you? And I said, good, how are you? And he was like, good. And then this was the awkward part. I tried to, I was still standing in front of him and I didn't want to be silent. So I was just like, turn up. And he didn't notice. And I literally did this like an awkward 12-year-old pre-pubescent teen. I do want to mention that all 7 of them were very good at making eye contact, you know, trying to convey a one-on-one connection. Sounds too spiritual. They all made an effort to look at you and say hi. Next in line was Jin. At this point I was still kind of recovering, so I just said hi, thank you. He just, you know, says hi and nods. Next was Suga, I think. It was actually in order of the I Need You picture that they were sitting in and signing. And same thing, I just said hi, thank you. Then after that was Rapmon, and the cool thing that happened here, I only noticed when the girl next to me pointed it out afterwards. She was like, who said hi, sir, to you? And I was like, oh yeah, Rapmon said sir to me. And I was like, that's cool. It's like referring to me as someone like an equal. So I felt really good about that. I admired that he had that kind of level of respect for a fan. And I just said, how are you? He said, good. How are you? I think. And I said, good. Something like that. And then I moved on and it was Jungkook, I believe. I just said hi. Then Jimin, J-Hope, I said hi to both of them as well. I just didn't have the willpower to be extra. You guys couldn't tell I'm rarely an extra type of person. I just wanted to blend in a little bit. and just try to be friendly with them. I wanted to give that kind of friend feeling to them. Sorry, I feel like I'm being way too detailed, but the fan signing was the most positive and memorable part for me of the whole evening, so I wanted to focus on that a lot because the rest of the things went a little bit downhill, unfortunately. So if you see here, actually you can't really see it, it says A25, and that was supposed to be my seat. My friend had A23, which is next to each other. I don't know where the 24 went. When we get into the venue, we are informed by people that are sitting in our seats that TGM decided to screw the seating plan. So me and my friend are like, nice try. We're gonna go talk to security. Lo and behold, they told us the same thing. They said things just got too chaotic, disorganized, and they weren't really able to enforce where people were sitting. I don't know, it was just really crappily organized in that sense, so they decided to ditch assigned seating. And so Shauna and I had to go find seats that were about 8 rows back, and the people around us weren't even VIP. Which I think is the most disappointing thing, that we paid the most. We paid the maximum that we could have paid for this event and didn't get what we paid for. They owned up, they apologized for this disorganization for San Francisco. I appreciate that. One thing that I do have to give TGM credit is that their really complicated system was to avoid scalpers. You know, it had its ups and its downs. At least I didn't pay $1,000 for this, but I traveled far away and I paid a lot for the passes and the shirt. It's a decent shirt. It's cool. I'm not complaining about it, but some people didn't even get their shirts. So that was a bit confusing and chaotic and frustrating. Once we found our seats, not too long afterwards, Concio, the opener, did perform with another guy on stage as well, and they were pretty good. The sound was a little bit hard to hear, but I did notice that a lot during BTS's performance because A, all of the fangirls and their mothers, just kidding, some of the mothers were there, but everyone was screaming, freaking out during the entire show, and I could not hear anything almost. When BTS was speaking after their first song, which was No, they all spoke in English. Everyone made an effort to, I think, memorize something in English, and they made a good effort. It was great. I just couldn't hear them, so I can't tell you what they said, but Rapmon did say that they'll try to come back for a real show, which people are speculating might have been shade, that this wasn't really a well put on show maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure. They only ended up performing 4 songs, which, you know, is not too bad, but it also could have been more. So they performed No, then they talked for about 3 to 4 minutes, all in English, and then they performed Dope, Boy in Love, then they left the stage, came back for an encore, which was I Need You, I think, yes. So that was basically the show. It was really good. I felt like they didn't start off at their 100% full capacity, but by the end of the show, they were doing it all. They were doing everything that they could, and you could tell they were feeding off the energy of the crowd. And it was just a pretty nice performance. It just, they just left the stage and everyone still wanted more. It's too bad we didn't really know how much we were getting. There wasn't like a bow or a kind of concluding thing. They just said bye, thank you, and like walked off quite quickly. So I don't know if they were constrained with time or if, I don't know. So while BTS was quite good, just a lot of things around it were not going so well. Next up was the high touch and group photo sessions. The thing that sucked here is that we ended up waiting, I think, an hour for our high touch to start because the people in front of us were just being quite rowdy, I guess. Some of the people were trying to hug or just being a little extra, and the staff came out and told us, you know, if you guys do something more like this, we are canceling the high touch, no hesitation. Turns out a lot of the people that were in the front of the line snuck in again and did high touch a second time before like 70% of us got to do it ourselves. So finally it was our turn and we learned that the group photo was with 25 fans and BTS. So I know I should count myself lucky that I was even at this event, but I don't know, it's just kind of excessive in my opinion. And it was really burdensome on the boys as well because they ended up doing 25 people groups, high touch, and then organizing those 25 people and BTS right after the high touch into the group photo. And there was so much confusion, I felt so bad for BTS. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really hard to see the artists that you come for and see them just be kind of frustrated and genuinely sad and confused. I did notice Jimin at one point, his facial expression was really pretty dark and down. I saw him look at V and J-Hope, say something just that looked kind of like, it wasn't like he wanted to leave, but it was like, yeah, that's what it felt like. But you know, you could tell they still wanted to give the fans what they came for, and I genuinely respect them for sticking to it and following through, even though it was a really sucky situation for both us and them. Staff was yelling at us. Sometimes they were yelling at BTS according to what I've heard. I don't know. It's all a bit of a kerfuffle in my mind. And you may notice I don't have any photographic or video evidence of anything that happened, and that's because Big Hit asked that we do not record or take pictures or have any cameras with us at all. However, that didn't really stop other people from doing it. I actually recorded audio for the high touch, but you can't hear that much. However, the girl behind me luckily had a lens attached to her where she was able to film. So you can see me high touching a little bit and hearing things. But yes, here's the video.
Oh, it's just squished like this. Okay. That's all.
You're my hope! Grandma, I love the way you dress.
No,
Sugar, you rap better than Drake. Hi, Tim! Jin, you sing really well. Jungkook, I love your voice. Oh my god, Jin!
And the unfortunate thing here is that we were very rushed, and you could tell that the guys were a bit tired and just flustered, just like we were, you know. So it was hard to kind of get the full experience, and that's not BTS's fault at all. It was just the circumstances made it very hard to enjoy, I guess. I'm just glad that BTS was there, that they showed up. I tried to go to V during the high touch and say, hey, what's up? Kind of inside joke to what happened during the fan sign, but
hey, what's up?
He didn't hear me again because he was pushed forward. Well, I'm sorry this video is so long and rant-like, but I just feel like I needed to give you guys the full honest experience that I had. I also made BTS kneel on the floor for the photo.
Right behind you. Oh my god. Excuse me.
Can I get you guys to come down? They're gonna stoop down. Can I get you to come down to make a picture, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Come on, let's go this way.
And I am supposed to get that photo somehow from TGM in the future. I hope they follow through on that, because girl, I paid for that. So hopefully it all comes out not too badly. If anything, I wish I could just apologize to BTS for putting them through that. I hope that the rest of the stops go well, though I've heard Houston had some hiccups as well. Have you guys met BTS? Was it better than this? I don't know. Just let me know your thoughts on the whole situation. I think that's everything for this video. Let me know if you have any questions and I will try to answer them. As you guys know, I really like the ARMY fandom. I consider myself an ARMY, and BTS is my favorite male group, so that's why I traveled to see them. I just hope that next time I get this opportunity that it'll go a little bit more smoothly. I can't complain too much because I did get to see them, which is more than a lot of people can say. So thank you guys for watching this video. I know it wasn't the most entertaining, but I wanted to bring you guys my experience as some of you guys asked. Stay awkward, and I will see you for more fun adventures in the future. Bye guys.